Hey guys, it's Saru, and if you're here then you know what the fucking video is about. I had the chance to participate in the Warface beta for PlayStation, and quite frankly at the end of the day I wasn't too impressed. Now this is entirely my first impressions on the game for the PlayStation. My opinions can change in the future, but for now this is what I think. So going into Warface, you're thrown into a tutorial part of sort of thing for gameplay I guess, where you basically get to use this cursor around to select the items that you want on your menu and all this other stuff. And I'll explain why I really don't like that afterwards, and the irony about that. Now the game does look nice for a 2014 game because let's be honest, that's basically what it is. It reminds me of a reskinned Modern Warfare 3 somewhat graphically. I found the shooting to be interesting, and I'm kind of used to the Call of Duty games or Battlefield for shooting or something like that, so this kind of gave me a different vibe. Now I'll go right into what you can do in the whole game. You can see clans, their points, members, and make your own, which is normal for a shooter game. It's pretty common, but what threw me off was the cash shop. Now we know a lot with shooter games usually get loot boxes and stuff like that, but this was completely different. So to my knowledge, the K points that you have here that you can see here, I guess is just for beta, and the only way to get those points, or the K cash money, I don't really know what to call it, is through real life money. And then you turn in those points in order to buy a 2 to 3 day trial weapon or a permanent version of those weapons, which are usually more costly. Now I hate this system with a passion. I've always hated it in shooters. It's an old, outdated system and allows for players with a bigger wallet to get far more powerful weapons. Now the good thing is that this is a beta and My.com has a chance to fix this, but let's be real and look at their past and the history in games that make them money. Pay to win is a glorious sinking hole of pleasure for them, and I don't think it's gonna change. Moving along, I really enjoy the little world you're put into where you shoot different targets and practice or parkour in the next room, sort of, if you kind of want to try that. I love this about Warface, rather than having to wait in a room of screaming children or whatever the case, people that are spamming or yelling or trash talking and not really doing anything in that room and just waiting for the lobby to proceed. So it's definitely a nice redeeming feature. Now again, the interesting thing here is how the things are set up for shops and items, but if it wasn't for just the weapons and all that you can get for the armor and all that jazz, there's also a VIP system that gives you more EXP, money, and temp currency, normal boosters in most MMOs if you really think about it. So I'm guessing if it's gonna be just like the PC version, it's gonna be a free to play game with an optional subscription service and the ability to buy weapons and stuff like that from the cash shop. Okay then. Now the PVE missions aren't too bad. It's cool to hang out with friends and meet new players or just kill random things while achieving an objective. It's not really a common mode anymore in shooters these days, so it's kind of comforting to see. I will say I find the shooting and handling of the weapons to be a little off in comparison to other shooters. It's to be expected I guess, as most games kind of create their own system, but it's kind of weird seeing as Crytek is really good for shooter games sometimes, and they're really good for some of the games that I won't name names here, but they have pretty cool systems. But at the end of the day, it felt just a little too uncomfortable for me. Maybe I just have to get used to it, but that's just me. Now the grenades, at least I like that it had a little timer. The circle will kind of fill up before you throw it, and then you had that timer to blow up. It kind of allowed you to see before it was too late, before you would kill yourself, so that's kind of nice. As for the PvP, I'm not really sure what to tell you. It felt like an older game. The choice to have the ability to switch items on your weapon on the fly is cool, but the whole cursor system thing where you have to do it makes it impossible to do it in a high stakes, fast action sort of way, because that's what a shooter is, that's what a game is, and I really think it tears away from the fidelity of the game as an action game. I did enjoy this whole climbing scenario you can do where you help other players climb a high surface or they can help you, but other than that I did notice some interesting moments that I assumed will be fixed later, like me killing someone, or assuming I did, as they phased through me and became my fucking soulmate. I assume that's what happened because they completely went through me and killed me right afterwards. Anyways, overall I felt that the game was very lackluster for a game that's releasing into an extremely competitive market. I must say it took balls to release its beta a day before the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 one. Bravo, seriously. Regardless, I think the game is fun in some aspects, but I strongly disagree with the other aspects. So for me, it's a pass, for now at least. I'm going to check it out when it does release. If you guys do enjoy the game, let me know what you guys enjoy about the game in the comments below, so maybe I can convince myself otherwise. Other than that, I've been covering about 3 singular games, one more than others, such as Terra, for example, and I don't really want to focus on just that on this channel. So bear with me while I try new things, explore new games to share on this channel and review them or do guides for them. I'm not really sure. I don't really want to be stagnant where I'm just focusing on one singular game. Now if you guys have any games that you'd like me to try out and do first impressions on, or an in-depth review, or even just live stream it and catch my reactions live, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and click that adorable bell to know when I upload a brand new video. Share the video around if you love or hate me, or you just want to share it. And as always, till next time friends.